Hey, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. I'm Tiana or Queen D. Today we're going to be doing a full face of drugstore only makeup. So let's go ahead and get started. So I already went ahead and primed my eyes with my MAC 24 Hour Prep and Prime because I actually don't have a drugstore eye primer. I'm gonna have to go invest in one, I really am. And then today for eyeshadow, we're gonna be using the Milani Gilded Terra palette. I'm really excited for this because this is beautiful. Like, look at these colors. Really nice. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put a balm on my lips, and this is the Winkyluxe Watermelon Balm. This is like pH balance, so it's gonna like make your lips kind of change colors. It's really interesting. It's just different, you know? I would say it kind of takes like a little second, but you can kind of see it's already kind of starting to work. Let's go ahead and dive on into this little palette. So for brushes, I'm going to be using my two Eco Tools brushes. These are from Real Techniques, and I also have a pile of little e.l.f. brushes from varying different things. I'm going to start off with this more of a blending brush, but it's more concentrated, and I'm going to go into Slow Burn and Bloom and kind of bounce back and forth between the two. I kind of want to make a kind of a peachy color. And we're going to put this more on the outside of my eye. Tap it in. I really loved my Milani Luster Light eyeshadow palette, so I really wanted to get another like Milani palette. So I found this one in the store. I think I was at Walmart when I found this. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is super cute. Actually, no, I got it at Target. And I just really liked it a lot because I like how like many shades, like such a variety of shades in here. Alright, so now that I've got that on, what I kind of forgot to do again, I don't know why I keep forgetting to do it. It's like been like one of my techniques that I've done like, I don't know, since I've ever started doing makeup, to be honest. So this is Unplugged. I'm gonna put this on my brow bone. I grabbed way too much, but I like to always highlight my brow bone first and a little bit on this outside just for like blending purposes and also for keeping like the brow bone nice and bright. So now that I've got that, I'm gonna take kind of a fluffy brush and just really kind of blend through this. This is an e.l.f. blending brush. This is a fluffy eye blending brush, actually. And this one's just to kind of blend these two together and soften it up. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go back into the blending brush I had before and just kind of do little swirls, just blending, making sure I don't have any harsh lines anywhere. And I'm just gonna softly kind of bring this down through my lid. My blush is like a guava color, so it's like a coral. We're gonna be using this as blush. So that's kind of why I wanted something to kind of complement it. Okay, so I went ahead and finished this eye. I went through kind of like a little journey with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I redid it when I do this eye. So this is what we're doing. I did like a kind of like a little gradient effect. I've got a smoky eye with it as well. So let me show you how I did it. Obviously you saw this part, we got there together. So now I'm gonna take the concealer brush and I'm going to take a little bit of the glitter glue, the NYX glitter glue, on it and put this on most of my lid, focusing it more on the inner part of my lid rather than the outer part, but we are going to tap out there just to get it to soften and blend. And then I'll do the inner corner a little bit as well. Alright, so now that we've got that down, I'm going to go ahead and take this little C brush. We're going to go into Weekender, and we are going to tap this into place right here. A little bit of swiping through here, and then I'm going to lightly tap down through my lid, just that way it'll help it blend later on, and then a little bit on my inner corner as well. Get that one to brighten up a little bit. Alrighty, so now that I've got that down, now I'm going to take my crease brush, I'm going to go back into Slow Burn and Bloom, and I'm going to tap this on the edge over here, where I want these two to blend, just so I can get it to soften up like how it did over here. And then I'm going to lightly swipe over into the Weekender just a little bit, and I'm going to go back in and do my crease again just a little bit, and then slide it through. Alright, just going to tap in here again. And I'm going to focus this a little bit more right here. And we're kind of like making kind of like a little triangle kind of. So I'm going to tap this down. That looks much better. And a little swipe through just to blend. Final thing we're going to do with this is the under eye and around the eye. But we're going to go ahead and do the under eye first. And I took this eyeshadow brush and I went into Slow Burn here and a little bit into Bloom. And then I'm gonna take the fluffy brush from earlier and just go back and forth between the two. So now we're gonna go back into the shade brush. We're gonna go back into Unplugged here. And we are going to heavily highlight around my eye, kind of to like give it its shape that I want and also help it blend as well. All right, so now that I've got that down, looks crazy, I know, looks crazy. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and just lightly go back and forth. And this is gonna soften up all your lines. And also if you went too high, it'll bring it down a little bit for you. I will say with Unplugged, it's more of like, kind of has like a, well, it's pretty white. So you might need to add a little bit more of the shade underneath to maybe amplify its pigment again if you think it got a little more like dusty or washed out or anything like that. So let's go ahead and move on to face primer and foundation. It's a cactus water bottle. It's so cute. I got it from my FabFitFun box. For primer, I'm going to be using this Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot. This is primer. This is an Instant Perfecting Power Primer. So I'm going to take a little bit of this on my hands and I'm going to apply this all over the face. Ooh, has a nice like slip to it, but it's very hydrating at the same time. It's very different. I like it, I like it. Next, I'm going to be using my Unicorn Glow. This is a hydrating foundation. This is in number 5, which is their medium buff. This is a K-Beauty brand, I want to say, if I can remember correctly. Maybe, yeah, it says it's made in Korea. So this has ceramides, collagen, and hyaluronic acid on it. So hello, got a lot going for it. So I'm just going to take a very little bit of this on the back of my hand. If I need more, I'll just get more. And then I'm going to be using my Juno & Co sponge, and this one's purple. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this and we're just going to lightly put this on the center of my face and then we're going to work it out. Tap, 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 tap. This smells like powder. It smells really nice. And I do have some setting spray over here. I've got some NYX Professionals Bear With Me setting spray. And that's what I'm going to use to kind of help reactivate any foundation, which is going to be pretty soon here in a second, just so I can get this foundation to stretch just a little bit further. And I'm going to spray some on the sponge as well. A little bit on the face, and we're just going to re-tap. Help kind of buff out what was already on the face. We're going to do like the bottom and chin, around the nose. And I'm going to take a little bit more on my hand, tap in and do the forehead. I try to just grab a little bit, which is what I need for my forehead. Yeah, I like that this shows my skin, so that way it's more, not really full coverage, but more of like a natural finish. But I think if you build it up, you could totally get some coverage with it. And then I'm going to go ahead and go down the neck a little. Alrighty, so I like the way this looks. I'm going to go ahead and set it with a little bit of powder, just that way it doesn't crease or anything. In case it might, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I haven't worn this foundation in a minute, but I didn't add too much to my forehead, so it doesn't look like it's going to crease. And then I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I'm going to be using, this is an e.l.f. pointed powder brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this. And I'm going to do my forehead first, and I'm going to tap this all over my face because that's what you need to do instead of swipe it first. So that way it gives time for that foundation to really set. Because if you just like swipe it, you're going to like lift your foundation and you're not going to like it then. And then once you can tell that it's like all over and it's like dry, then go ahead and swipe. And I care a little bit less about my neck, so I'm just going to go ahead and just swipe across it. Let's go ahead and move on to bronzer, blush, and highlight, y'all. So I really didn't consider face brushes when thinking about doing drugstore only. Don't know why. So I'm going to work with what we got for drugstore and we're going to make this work. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. But anyways, I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. small tapered brush and I'm going to be using this Milani Silky Matte. This is in Sunkissed. This is their bronzer. It looks really pretty. It has like a little sun on it. And I'm going to go ahead and contour and bronze my face with this a little bit. Take this on my temples. So my friend Carissa is coming to visit me soon and I'm like super excited because I feel like the last time I saw her was like around our birthdays, which is in January. So it's definitely like been a minute and I definitely want to visit her, like see her, and like just hang out with her because it's been a while. And she's gonna come down here and see me. So I'm really, like I said, really excited. And she needs like a little vacation as well. And we're gonna be going to the Museum of Art in Raleigh, North Carolina over the weekend that she's here, so I'm really excited for that, just to check it out. It looked really cool. Saw some things on TikTok, so it looked really cool. Definitely want to check it out and see what's up out there. And my husband's also been looking at like motorcycles and stuff because he wants a motorcycle because that's what he wants. It's pretty cool. I'm excited. I think he just got his license in the mail too for it, so he's set. It smells really good. It smells like, I don't know, maybe I'm still smelling a little bit of the foundation, but it smells like powder and like coconut. Just very nice, very light and airy. Now we're gonna do under the chin and the jawline a little bit. This is heavily pigmented. I'm really shook. This is the first time I'm trying it. Definitely super pigmented. It's a little cool toned, but I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Definitely good for contouring. So let's move on to blush, and I'm actually gonna use the same brush because I'm ballsy. And we're gonna be using this e.l.f. These are the bite size. This is a blush highlight duo. This is in Guava. Lightly tap into here, and we're gonna blush up these cheeks. And we're gonna tap this on the cheeks. Tap, 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 tap. Tapping. So my husband said he's gonna take me to dinner tonight. I don't know where we're going. I look probably a little wild, but honestly, I don't care. Let's be honest. All we're really showing off anymore is our eyes. So I'd rather have at least something for people to talk about. So that's why I don't mind like having on crazy eyeshadow or anything like that. And then let's go ahead and add a little bit of highlight. And we're actually gonna be using the highlight that's in here. And I'm gonna use this Real Techniques brush. This is it's a setting brush, but I wanna use it as a highlighter. I do have this fan brush, so let's use this fan brush instead. And we're gonna I'm gonna try and only dust into the highlight and not the blush. And we're gonna just highlight this face right through here. We need a highlighting brush. Yeah, we're just gonna use this setting brush instead. There we go, there we go. Get that highlight going. I'm gonna put a little bit of it up in this brow bone. I thought this was gonna be a little bit more golden, and it's definitely more light, kind of a lighter shade. I expected more warm, because it looks really warm in the palette, but not so much on the face, but it's pretty. Okay, I went kind of crazy on the highlight. I did. But I don't care. We're gonna set this face one last time, and then we're gonna go ahead and do brows. So I thought I was filming and I wasn't, so I've gone ahead and done my brows. This is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. This is in, I think, medium brown. It's a little dark for me right now, but I'm gonna make it work. We're gonna always try and make everything work. That's all we can do is make it work, or at least try. And I'm just lightly brushing through my brows some more. Let's go ahead and do liner and mascara, and then we'll do lips last. All right, so this is the e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Eyeliner in the shade Coffee, which is like a brown. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my waterline, and I'll be right back. So I got this to go maybe on my top eyeliner, like on my top lid, but not on my like bottom waterline. So we're just gonna have to like scrap that one for today, because that was yeah, I don't like this at all, if that's the case. Yeah, not at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to mascara, and we're gonna be using the Milani Dangerous Lengths mascara today, because I wanted to show you guys like the difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one on, and I'll be right back, just because mascara is just like, everyone knows how to put mascara on. At least I think they do. So if you don't know, let me know and I'll make a video for you. Okay, so I'm back and I finished this eye. Take a look at like, this is also like my bad lashes. I always try to like, when I'm trying to show the difference, I always like show my bad lashes against my good lashes, because I feel like then you really get to see how it works. So as you can tell over here, look how long these are in comparison to these. And I brushed these too. I'm probably having a harder time like seeing them, but they are not as long as these, I can assure you of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back with the mascara all the way on. I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my lips. We're gonna be using this NYX Professional. This is the Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a Turn On Waterproof Extreme Color Lip Liner. This is in the shade Sugar Glass. And I'm gonna have to sharpen this, but I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. Alright, super easy to line my lips with, like really easy. It really just glides right on. Alright, and for lips, we're going to be using the Winkyluxe. This is the, oh my god, Double Matte Whip. This is in Angel Food, just this, you can see what it looks like. And we're going to go ahead and top our lips off with this color. And this should kind of tie everything right on in together. I'm so sorry if you could not see that. But this is the lips. I pretty much got it all the way on. I'm just gonna blot my lips a couple times. Alright, I'm not sure if I like this lip with this. Why can't I pick a right lip shade for me lately? I just cannot. These go together. These go together. I think I just need a lip gloss, and that's what's bothering me. So let me go see if I can find a drugstore lip gloss. If not, we're grabbing a Fenty Gloss Bomb, just so you know. Clearly I need to invest in drugstore lippies, because we're relying on a Fenty Gloss Bomb again. This is in Cheeky, which is a nice bright orange, which I'm hoping will now tie all of this together. My favorite glosses, hands down, are the Fenty Gloss Bombs. Sorry, not sorry, they're not Drugstore. All in all, I really enjoyed this look. I think it looks really good. Nice and fresh for the summer and spring for sure. And I'm loving this highlight that came with those e.l.f. little white eyes, like amazing. And the blush too. Comment below what you guys think of the look and I'll see you guys in the next one. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.